What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to Sooner Surge Live. It's Saturday night, and OU's 10-2. And as Aaron says, I don't care how we got to 10-2 or how we win going forward. If we win the next 4 games, we're national champions. There you go. 10-2, looking good for the playoffs. Not the prettiest game in the world. And I don't know how many times we've said that, guys and gals, for the last month or 2 months, but it's a win, and a win is a win, a win. So that's right. Let's go, Sooner fans. Hey, thanks for joining me tonight. Germ's getting ready to join on here. Sorry I was a little bit late, but ready to talk ball with you guys. Talk about the game, talk about just playoffs in general. You got Bama Auburn tonight right now going on, fourth quarter, 7-point game after Bama jumped out to a 17-0 lead. So, yeah, we had the greatest discrepancy in the college football. And Mess, I'm glad you brought this up. You know, listening to Beavy after the game, he pretty much called out in the fourth and short play. Like, he doesn't like when there's option. He didn't want there to be options. He just said, tell us what we need to do. Don't put it in the players' hands, basically, is what he was saying. So I thought that was interesting. And then I saw Cork's comment, winning ugly is better than getting boat raced. That's true, Michigan. Oh, Corks. Corks. I'll take winning ugly, though, if it's a win. Best defense, worst offense right now. That's right. I think we got Germ already on here. Surprised he's already on here. But what's up, Germ?
You're still hanging out, man.
You still at family, it looks like.
Came out to the vehicle. They're playing a board game that's going on, so I came out here.
Cool. Hey, real quick, let me clarify something on this. If it continues tonight and SMU loses to California, it means Duke versus Virginia in the ACC. And Germ, if Duke wins the ACC, the group of 5 is getting 2 teams. ACC's not getting one. Tulane and James Madison would go.
It would be. It's the biggest travesty in Jay. It's the biggest travesty in all of sports if 2 group of 5 goes and teams like Texas and Miami aren't in it.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, Auburn to the 5-yard line is what.
Jay, Ty Simpson isn't looking very good.
No, hey, Germ, quarterback for Auburn looks pretty good.
This half, this is the way it is, guys. This is the way college football is.
Just win, baby. Just win, baby.
You have a defense, you have a chance.
What's up, guys? I was at the game and it lived up to the cold. Yeah, my son's driving back right now. He said it was freaking cold.
But kudos to Poncho, kudos to all those who were at the game, Jay, because it was a great environment from everything that I saw and heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And the next game, if they get a home game, will be students wouldn't be there December 19th or 20th. It'd be a great atmosphere too. It's going to be a great atmosphere no matter what going forward, man. We'll see where it plays out. The only way they don't host is if Notre Dame were to pass Oklahoma. I don't see it happening, Jerm. Notre Dame doesn't have a big win, like a top-ranked win.
Jay, Notre Dame last week scored 70 and didn't pass OU when they barely beat Missouri. So what's the difference?
Yeah, touchdown Auburn. Tie game, dude. Wow. If Alabama loses, OU's locked home playoff game.
Oh, yeah, home playoff game. And Jay,
okay, now real quick, Williams says their semester ends that week, so that's bravo. They will be there.
Texas may make it.
No, they're not. Stop.
So does Miami make it? So Miami makes it.
Why are you talking about a 3-loss team, Germ?
So Miami makes it.
Miami has 2 losses. Vandy has 2 losses.
Vandy's the team that may be getting screwed.
Please stop with the Texas stuff. They have 3 losses.
I was trying to poke the bear, Jay.
They have 3 losses, dude. Stop. I'm tired of talking about Texas. I don't care about Texas.
What happened to the Ty Simpson Heisman love?
They're going to go to another bowl game. Texas, go win the Alamo Bowl, whatever one it is.
Have you noticed about something when teams play OU's defense? What happens to their quarterbacks? They lose their mind after that. They can't play anymore.
Yeah, put the fear of God.
OU did it to Jackson Arnold last year. They've done it to Mateer this year because they have to face him every day. And now they're doing it against every quarterback they play.
Yeah. And Cork says, who cares if it gets screwed as long as OU can't get screwed. Go look at the resumes. It's not even close. OU's the best 2-loss team out there.
There's people on Twitter acting like this team. What are they talking about? They have a 99% chance according to All-State College playoff prediction.
It's the people that are whining about the offense isn't very good. You know what? They win games and they beat in November. They never lost. So they beat Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, LSU, whatever. I don't really care.
What a run it's been.
Yeah, the defense is unreal. The defense is even more unreal because you continue to give the ball back and it doesn't matter. My favorite saying, I said it today a lot. I think my family was like, what are you doing? I was walking because I was paid. I could not sit still today. From like morning till night, I could not sit still. And during the whole game, I would walk the halls and the commercials. All I was saying was rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. They were getting tired of it. Rinse and repeat. You know why? That's all it is. Defense goes out there and gets a stop. Offense goes out there and basically gets 3 and out.
The difference today, though, Jay, is OU had in the passing. I mean, OU threw 12 times more than they ran the ball today, which I was shocked by with the wind the way it was. And they had guys open a lot. They actually went down the middle of the field more than they have all year.
Yeah, and Corks, 90-something% stop rate now. It's going to go up again. It was 89.6. It's unreal. Defense is unreal. Man, are you watching it in the Bama game?
I can't. I'm on my phone on this, Jay.
No, I mean earlier tonight because
earlier I was.
They had called 2 timeouts on offense in the first 5 minutes of the game. They're having trouble getting plays in. It's an odd situation for Bama.
If Kalen DeBoer loses this game, he may be going elsewhere.
No, I mean, up to him. But
By choice.
Yes.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to probably be in and out because I'm going to have to load up the car, things
Fine,
like
bro.
that. But
Fine. When are you going to be off here for a minute, and then I'll take some calls.
And then I got a 10-minute drive to the Hote, and I'll pop back on then. But
I'll take some calls.
I am so pumped right now. I can't stand it, Jay. And I know I've been in the Discord active tonight a lot with the statement like this. All I say is I don't really care. OU's in the playoff. I don't care. It's going to be my answer to a lot of things this week. I don't care. OU's in the playoff.
No, hey, I'm glad. I could not believe he didn't get ejected.
Should have been ejected.
Should have been an ejection.
Should have been an immediate ejection.
It was so windy today. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses about the weather, but that did not help matters at all. But you know what? Probably the best throw,
throwing it, didn't they?
The best throw Mateer made all day was the one where they had somebody wide open, Zatania for the touchdown. Nobody within 20 yards. But that was into the wind. That's probably his best throw of the day. And you can't miss that throw because it was a layup.
He threw a couple other dots, I thought. To Zatania, one to Kanik.
Yeah. Hey, and let me say this, Poncho. I mean, I really appreciate all y'all. I mean, we've had y'all have been really subscribing, liking the videos, giving supers, all of it. I was thinking back last night, just what a fun freaking season this has been.
What a journey this has been, man.
The journey. I mean, we've made it, Surgeaholics. 10-2 record in year 2 of the SEC with that schedule.
Do you know how much, Jay, how much debate, how much criticism, how much joy, how much disgust there's been in the last 12 games every single night on this show? We've had it all.
Hey, let's do something tonight where we give flowers to people.
Okay.
Kudos. I'm going to give flowers to this guy. Where would Oklahoma be right now?
I know who.
Yes, Tanya Topanga. I mean,
people called him trash, said he was mid, Jay.
They'd be in trouble without him, dude. They would be.
He's not a mid player. Jay, he's not a mid player.
No, he's good, man. Hey, hold up.
He played well today.
Hey, hold up, Sooner Freak. Listen, I don't remember what was said, but I do know something that was said.
He said it, but it's okay. It's okay.
I did say it, but Jeremy, you know what I was dead right on that you need to admit you're wrong on. You said a 9-3 team's going to make the playoff. It's not.
Still could.
Not happening.
I also said Jay. I also got laughed at the face when I said Jay maybe in a big play. He was in on the Deion Burks touchdown.
Oh, boy.
He was. Come at me. He was. I was right.
What was your first thought?
Into that one.
What was your first thought when he went into the game? Were you taking a double take? Like, huh?
I didn't even know he's in on the play, Jay. And the other thing that didn't make sense, he comes in, but then Rob and Blaylock come back. So what's going on?
Yeah. And 918, I would agree. Like, I mean, he's been a 1 for OU, but I think he's traditionally size-wise and everything. He's not. I understand what
he's about the 4th-rated receiver in the SEC, and his numbers are exactly as good as Ryan Broyles, Jason. Go look at him.
Oh, my gosh. Get out of here. Just go ahead and leave, dude.
Go look at him.
I'm so sick of talking about
numbers. I didn't say he's better. Numbers. I said what I said, and I got ripped about. What I said,
you die on the heel every night. I'm so tired of the Ryan Broyles.
What I said, and I got ripped was I compared his game to Ryan Broyles, and people laughed at me. His game is very much like Broyles.
Why do you always bring it up?
He's just like Broyles. He's not as good as a player overall as Broyles through his 4 years at OU. But what year is he, Jay?
He could come back. Here's the facts. He had 767 yards, I think, going into the night. And I don't know what he ended up with.
121 today.
Yeah, I mean, he's at almost 900 yards.
For a team that can't throw a lick. 9 catches today, Jay. 9, count them. Flowers to Isaiah Satania. Also, flowers to my guy, Jaron Cannick.
Hey, Castro Troll Boy. 5 ranked teams. That's all you need to know, buddy. You can go watch 2014 Clemson, though, if you want. See how the BV defense did back then and see what comparisons of this defense, because, I know that's probably what you want to do is talk about how BV couldn't do it in 2014 or whatever year it was, but can't beat Michigan. They beat Michigan. Michigan's I don't really care. OU's 10-2, okay? They beat
your Michigan Wolverines aren't in the playoff. OU is. Get used to it. OU's in the playoff under BV.
If you go look at resumes of 2 lost teams, OU has the best resume with ranked teams. So, yeah, I figured this would happen too, Bucknut. I figured it too. It was good to watch because I was glad to see it. No, listen, I'm not going to get on this debate, 918. I don't want to get on the debate about it. I think Satania's had a great year.
I don't understand what 918's deal is.
Who cares, Germ? Get off here. If you're going to just whine about everything, get off, dude. Seriously.
Fine, I will.
Please. I mean, it's just come on. I don't want to do any comparison. Listen, Satania's had a great year. In fact,
how can you argue that?
You can't argue that he's had a great year. Nobody's saying that.
He was phenomenal today.
I think what he's saying is that he's not a 1. And I would agree. Like, he's not when you took at teams like a 1 receiver, like you don't typically look at him with size-wise as the 1 receiver. I would agree with that, John.
I can agree with that, but his numbers are better than Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard, too.
Well, yeah, his numbers are great. Hey.
Hey, no one else wants to talk about the big punt return he had? Massive punt return.
Yeah, the punt return was big. Punt return was big. Well, yeah, I just knew they'd win, Aaron. The other thing with Oklahoma, get off Germ's back. I'm not on his back. Jeez. 948 yards receiving. That's impressive. I believe I called it before the year, did I not? On those long off-season shows we were doing, Sooner Surge Live. I do think I said
he would be their best guy.
He would be their best receiver. And I mean, I believe I was right on one thing this year. That was it. This has to be talked about. Has to be talked about.
Jay, Barry and Brown scores.
If he doesn't make that tackle, very well score. I mean, he could have went the distance. I mean,
and think about how good OU special teams have been, and to almost allow a kick return for a touchdown would have been deadly. Yeah,
that would have been – it was already deadly. I mean, to make LSU try to only have to go 50 instead of 85, 75, I mean, good point. Yeah, it's a good point, Jackson. I agree. Peyton Bowen and Sandal better be first team. Peyton Bowen, can you think of a safety at Oklahoma who's had a better 4-game stretch than him?
No, I can't, Jay. It's better than Billy Bowman last year. I thought Owen Heineke today, too, was phenomenal.
Owen Heineke was good. I would agree.
Dude, just seeing the excitement from BV, if you can't get giddy about that, then you can't get giddy about anything.
I agree, man.
No sacks allowed. Oh, you didn't get a sack either.
No, and you know what? But yeah, they didn't. I mean, really, the O line for LSU played pretty good being injured. So if BV is the defensive version of Lincoln Riley, fair question, right? Is BV? I mean, I think that's a fair question.
Yeah, but I'm going to say a difference. I'm going to say a difference in the two, and I'm sure people will come at me because they all want to just come at me tonight. I don't get it, but people are going to come at me with this. I think he is, Jay. However, there's a difference because of his persona and his characteristics, his qualities that embody who he is as a person. He is more of a in-your-face, physical, aggressive type, whereas Lincoln Riley is more finesse, and the team has reflected BV's physicality, aggression, all that stuff, and that's why they're able to fight adversity, Jay, period.
Yeah, I mean, this team has fought through it because they've had to strain a lot to get wins. I mean, with the way the offense is played, and they've been able to do it.
I hate the term strain. I hate the term strain.
Well, I just said it, Jeremy. I said strain. You want me to say it again? Strain. Okay, strain. Yeah, 2 game-winning plays. The Bowen brothers have 4 interceptions in their last 4 games. Or is it last 3 games? 3 or 4? I can't remember.
I know you're going to open the phone lines, Jay. So I'm gonna get off here before you open them, and I'll try to get back on here to a few.
Okay. All right. See you, bro. See you in a minute. Let me switch this. Yeah, let me open up the phone lines and get people on here. Hey, check out the FanStop, thefanstop.com. You can use code SURGE and get discounted rates. Also, Sooner Surge merchandise on there if you want to get it. We got a hat. We got shirts on there. Make sure you check it out. Thefanstop.com. Great people, great products. Check them out. Let me open up the phone lines here because I know there's people wanting to call in. We didn't open them up for the live show right after the game. So let me get them in here. There you go, right there. I'll pin it for you guys and gals. There it is, pinned. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button while you're on here. We've got a lot of people on here. Hit the like. It helps the channel out. Also, subscribe to the channel if you would, please. Still no Lane Kiffin news. This guy's going to draw it out as long as possible. I mean, he's just going to draw this thing out. Let's start. Let's start with, looks like we got Platoon. Oh, my gosh. The phone lines are lighting up like Christmas trees. Here we go. Platoon, what's up?
Hey, Jay, I won't stay very long. I know you got a lot of callers in line. I know we got people whining about the offense. I didn't like the offense either. You know, it's crazy. You feel like you are bipolar, right? You're watching the defense out there, you're celebrating when the offense comes on, a frown just comes across your face. But anyway, they got it done. Kudos to them. Brent Venables, man, I have to say, I didn't think he had it in him. I assumed at this time of the year we were going to be talking about firing him and talking about new coaches. That's about 3-4 months ago. I thought that's where we were going to be. So I'll take it. We might get rolled in the first round. I don't care. Even if we get blown out, I'm good. There's a successful season, no matter what happens from here. So let's take a remember. You know what? Crazy things could happen, right? This kind of seemed like the OU 2000 season. Our offense was garbage at the end of that year too. Josh Heupel could barely make a throw past 10 yards. And do I think we're going to win the championship? No, but I think we can surprise a few people. And people on Twitter saying, OU's offense is garbage. Nobody fears them. Well, just wait till they get a little more defense. They don't understand what they're going to get hit with. So I'm looking forward to it. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks, Platoon. Appreciate it. Good stuff, man. Thanks for listening. Hey, let's get to Greg. What's up, Coconut Greg?
Just feeling good after that victory, but man, I was going crazy.
I couldn't. I was pacing. I could not. It's almost like even though they had some big plays to score touchdowns, you just felt like they couldn't score. I was like, I don't know if they can score. Once they got down by 3 points, you feel like the game might be over.
Exactly. I mean, I went hoarse just yelling at the TV, but for a game as big as it was, right? When you punch your ticket and all that, and it's against a team that you should have their number. I mean, they're 7-4. They don't even have a head coach right now. I just felt like we came out so uninspired and so flat. I was like, this is the game to really prove our point here, and it just we didn't have an edge. I was just like, have they forgotten the magnitude of this game here? Like, seriously, win this game, you move on, and it's practically an elimination game. The season's done if we don't win this game. I just felt like they came out so flat.
Yeah. I think it's because the offense just can't get going early on. And it's like, the defense is going to be there, but you need something to really get you going energy wise. And, Michigan was not going to force the issue with their offense. They were they were fine running the ball and punting. They didn't care. So you're not going to get the turnovers like you can because they're not really going to take chances. You know what I mean? So it's kind of up to your offense to make something happen. They just couldn't do it early.
Well, and I've criticized Arbuckle, and we all have, all year long, but I felt like he called up good plays today. It's just Mateer just wasn't making the throw. The guys weren't catching balls. I mean, how many passes did Mateer essentially hit him right in the numbers, and a guy just dropped the pass? I was like,
Yeah.
they're just not executing today. And then I don't know how long we're going to try this inside run and it not be successful. Like, let's swing one out. Like, maybe pitch the ball as as just try something else.
Yeah, but you know what? Arbuckle, he tried some things, I thought, and he dialed a few things up, and you just got to complete the pass. I mean, the Helms play I thought was a great call in the short yardage, and he had so much room. You stood behind him. You just can't do that.
No, you can't do that. But it's
even look worse. So
yeah, I mean, is much criticism as you could give Mateer and everyone else. I mean, the one play where he had the wide open guy and he had to make the pass, he did. I will give him that. So
yeah,
hopefully they can regroup and get something to click because you could just tell that OU was the better team on the field today. It's just they weren't in rhythm at all, and they've got to get better somehow on offense. I mean, that's not a hot take or anything, but it's like they've got to get it to click because I thought our luck was going to run out because obviously the offense leaves us no room for error, and I figured today was today. We had this remarkable season, and the one time that we can't get it done, I thought it was going to be today, but man, thank goodness I was wrong.
I did too, man. Hey, appreciate it, Greg.
See ya.
See you later, man. Let's get to Fit with Fry, followed by Courts. What's up, Fit?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Man, big time win. I'll tell you this, like watching that LSU game, that team's every bit as talented as some of these teams in the playoff. That's a tough team.
Yeah, it's a talented team, and especially
go
in
ahead.
the defensive backfield. I mean, those defense.
I know we like analogies on here, so I'll give you guys an analogy. You remember when you were a kid and you get to that last level in the video game, you keep hitting the boss, you keep hitting them, and you get beat on the last hit every time, and then finally you get through. We finally got through, and I felt like whenever we stopped them on fourth down, I felt like, oh, last hit on the boss, and it was a good feeling.
It was a good feeling. That touchdown to Satania. Once they got that bomb, you're like, okay, 4-point lead.
Didn't that kick return right after though? I was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
I know.
But it's been an unbelievable season. I really thought I said before the season, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go 10-2. I thought that we would beat Ole Miss. I thought we would lose to Tennessee and Alabama.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you there.
The thing that surprised me the most is I thought our offense was going to be a lot more improved. We've won this season with two phases of the game. So if we can do that and our offense can just get a little bit better, get those explosive plays, get two more of those a game. If we get two more of those a game, woo,
yeah,
we'll be tough to beat in the playoffs.
They have to get explosive plays. I saw a comment here we talked about earlier today. I think they need to go a little more up tempo on offense.
Last thing, who do you think we got in the playoff? Who do you think? Notre Dame? Or Alabama?
It depends on if Bama wins tonight. If
Bama wins tonight and they win the SEC championship, we might be on the road to Georgia. Because Bama's getting a bye. The SEC champion will get a bye.
I think if Bama wins tonight, then I think it's going to be OU Notre Dame, pretty much locked up.
Okay.
I think you're looking at 8-9 in that situation. Because I think,
man, that's a good draw. You at Notre Dame, they can't go past OU, can they?
I don't see a way. They play Stanford. No matter what, they didn't pass them.
LSU's a lot. LSU's RPI is way higher than Stanford, so there's no way.
OU's strength of schedule is 7, and Notre Dame's is like 40-something. They're not jumping OU.
So if we could go ahead and if we get those tickets locked in and we get that, how good do you think that crowd is going to be? Is it going to be unbelievable.
It'd be first time in the history of college football.
Night game.
Could
Or
be.
are they going to give us the afternoon? That's got to be the closer.
Friday night.
You get those two jerseys on the field. That's two of the most iconic brands in college football history. That's got to be the nightcap.
If it's Notre Dame, it'll be at night, I think.
It's going to be unbelievable. I can't wait, man. I'm
Wait,
excited. I'm proud of this team. It wasn't always pretty, but the perseverance this team showed, Oklahoma should be dang proud of that. And that's the heart of Oklahoma right there. Where from Green Country all the way down to Ardmore to back up to the Panhandle.
That's
you
true.
know, we're tough. And this team really personified the personality of Oklahoma: perseverance, hardworking, blue collar, toughness. And I love it. I love this team. And BV, you've earned our respect. Great job, brother.
Hey, thanks
Boomer
for the call.
Sooner.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call. Hey, what's up, Clorks? How are you, man?
Hey, how's my connect?
Talk again. It sounded pretty good.
You sure? Because I'm about to yell outside for these Tennesseans out here.
Oklahoma!
Sorry about that.
I can hear you.
Let's see. BV, you did a great job, bro. I appreciate it. I trashed you hard, but what you did this year is amazing. In one season, you beat True Michigan, Auburn, Alabama, Tennessee, and LSU. That's an amazing season.
That's pretty impressive. And I know Auburn and LSU are down, but still, it's impressive.
I don't care. That was a big time programs. You beat 5 of them. Yep. Yeah, we lost to Texas. That would have made it even better, but whatever. Y'all know I can't stand the position coaches, but I do want to say, BB, since South Carolina, the line has been a lot better. I still want a better running game, but overall, the line's been a lot better.
I agree. And they, today Fabechi filling in for Michael. I thought, they didn't run the ball well, but he hiked the ball well and he blocked well, pass block. So
I trashed Fabechi for over a year, but for him, what he did today, even with a couple low snaps, they weren't in the dirt. That's pretty amazing for a guy that's never played going against a big time program like that, the way he played today.
That's true. That's true.
I still rather have Michael back and keep him at right guard, though.
Oh, yeah. I think Michael, it sounded like after the game, he was in the hospital for a few days last week with an infection. So he's better now. So I think he'll be back for the playoff. No problem. So he'll be back to the normal line by then.
I hope so. Let's see. Mateer played like crap, but you know what? When it mattered, he got it done. That's a toughness that he has. Teams ain't going to be able to game plan against our offense because we don't even know what our offense is. So that might be a good thing going into playoffs.
They just
Mateer on 2 picks. Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
I said they just don't need a game plan at all for the offense.
Yeah, just invent something new or whatever. He can't do RPO at all. I wanted to get that out, but somebody in chat's already been mentioning it. I don't know what it is, but he makes the wrong read on every RPO I think he's ever ran this season, and that's not good. So please just get rid of RPO altogether. He did save 2 touchdowns, though, on 2 of his awful picks.
He chased him down, didn't he?
Yeah. Let's see. Peyton Bowen has been amazing all year. Most of the fans in this chat said he was trash at the beginning of the year. Whoops. I think this is the best defense in my lifetime. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I say this is the competition you played over the entire season with this offense, and this defense won you 10 games. I know them 84 to 86 teams were amazing, but they had some offense.
Yeah, that's right.
You got people behind me?
No, nobody.
All right, if you're bored, I'll let you go.
I
want to say, I want to say something.
Keep the positive coming, man.
I want to say something. Arbuckle, I don't really care for him. Overall, I didn't think he had a good game, but he called up some great plays. Gibson fell down on a play. He would have had an explosive, at least 25, 30 yards or more. Of course, the Helms one was a horrible underthrow. That could have gone a lot. That could have, depending how fast he is, that could have been a touchdown because he did have a receiver out there blocking.
Yeah.
The
one play they need to get rid of, the play they got to get rid of is the wide receiver screen to Satania with Burks.
Thank you. I've been saying that since 2001.
Yeah, he's not going to block
Yeah,
that. He's too small.
Savage and Fagan guys, but that team was just special. But since then, that play, it just doesn't work. I mean, it even cost us a pick 6 against LSU in the Sugar Bowl that year, too. I wish they'd get rid. I've been saying it for 20-something years.
Yep.
I'll let you go. Boomer, damn Sooner.
That's right, man. Appreciate you, Corks. Thanks for the call, buddy. Corks. Gotta love it, man. I'm sure he's super. And we didn't even talk about, I wanted to bring up, OU wins there, and he's in Tennessee, and then the Tennessee Vandy game was just a blowout the other way. So, yeah, I did see that, Reary. I'm not really that surprised, to be honest. I mean, Mateer wasn't playing well. I mean, I'd be wrong to tell you I wasn't texting saying this is awful. You got to make a change, right? I mean, because I was at the point, 3 picks is like, where's his mind at? Do you make a change? Do you bring somebody else in at the time? So that's just kind of speaking with what he's watching on the game. I don't have too much of a problem with it, really. Greg, he basically said, I'm going to paraphrase this, but tweeted, if Mike or Jackson, so Mike Hawkins or Jackson Arnold's, were playing like this, what would be done? And then he said money and politics or something like that. So it is what it is. Yes, correct, Lori. I guess they're down by 7. It looks like y'all said Alabama scored. So, oh yeah, I don't want to do any what ifs, Monty. I see what you're saying, but I don't want to do any what ifs. Yeah, it wasn't a good performance by Mateer. No, any way you cut it, 3 interceptions. Like Oklahoma, you lose. This defense loses. They can lose games. This team, when the offense gives the other team easy points, and they got lucky today because even the first interception, the next play Bowen gets a pick. That could have been at points. Even 3 points would have mattered at that time. But defense kind of rose to the occasion. He's got to be better. Can't turn the ball over. It's just weird because he'll make a throw and you're like, okay, there you go. And then the next one will just be way off, or he'll, like the Canic one up the middle of the field. I mean, it was staring right down the middle of the field. And there's literally Canic and like 4 defenders. I don't know what he was seeing in that. I just didn't understand what he was seeing. Cork says, we ended 2 curse today, beating LSU and an interim head coach. That's right. There you go. There you go. You throw 2 picks, you should be benched if only for a series. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on the situation. But I see what you're saying. But you know what? They got the win. They're 10-2. The fact that they're 10-2, they were 6-2 after losing to Ole Miss. And with that schedule in front of them, people might have said 10-2, but I don't think anybody deep down thought they could get to 10-2 with that schedule. And they did it. And wow, look at this. Jim says SMU came back to save a bid for the ACC. Look at there. By the way, I think SMU, other than Miami, I think SMU and Miami are the 2 best teams in that conference. But and we got to give Mateer credit. He did last drive. I mean, yeah, he did. But also you got to give the defense credit for giving them the ball so many times. I feel like they just keep getting the ball back. So Canic is underutilized. Yeah, I figured, he's not a blocking tight end. Let's just call it fact. That's not what he is. So he does good in the open field with some catches, especially on the side, like the out screen passes down by the sideline. He does good about making people miss. So everyone knows Hawkins. Yeah, he's probably, who knows? I don't want to speculate at all, but let's see here. Yeah, cannot be burned. He can play. There's a lot of guys. You could talk about Javonte Barnes now. You're in postseason, so the red shirt rule's gone. It doesn't matter anymore. So that's out of there. That's out of the equation. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, well, Damon. So so Brent Venables kind of talked about this after the game. He said specifically on the 4th down play, 4th and short. I think it was at midfield, which I was very surprised Brent Minimal's went for it. I thought he would be punting. But he went for it and they didn't get it. And he said they had a read there. And he goes, I don't want to read. I just want you to do this. We need to take it out of the player's hands here. He said, we're going to do this. I kind of agree. It just, even guys, I know we don't really bring up Ott's name in here very often, but when he came in, the first play he was in, they did a fake handoff to him. It was a read. If he hands it Ott, the guy probably gets 10 or 12 yards. There was no one up the middle, and he pulled it and didn't get anything. I thought that needed to be handed off. I think I saw Daniel earlier saying he'd like to see more play action instead of RPO. It's interesting. Crew Jones committed date. Man, OU's on the heater recruiting. It's good to see. What could have been today without the interceptions and the wide receiver drop. Yeah, the interceptions are just, you can't have them, man. This is like, you're basically every game the last 4 weeks has been a playoff game, and you can't have interceptions. Faker Mayfield. I hate the wide receiver screen, but the one to Burks was a touchdown, so you got to give that. Hard to kill or hard to score? Both, Wes. It's both. Okay. Resend Colin Lake. Let me do that, Jackson. Hey, appreciate you guys joining me tonight. I cannot believe this regular season's over. Who would have thought it? I mean, that's it. You talk about, we go all off season. It seems like a long off season. And then you get in the season, and here we are sitting at the end of the season, waiting on playoffs, 10-2. By the way, I think, especially after this year with the way the rankings are doing, all these rankings, I think it's time to do away with the conference championships. Just play an extra, whatever. Take the top 12. If you want to do 16, whatever, take the top 12 teams and move on, because you're going to penalize. Like Texas Tech, if they lose to BYU, I'm sorry, they're going to get penalized. They're not making the playoff. Look at the teams. You're not taking them over Notre Dame. You're not taking them over OU. I think they're going to get penalized, and that sucks for a Big 12 team to lose, especially like them. But they got to do away with it, I think. Hey, let's get to Jackson. What's up, Jackson?
What's up, Jake? You got
What's
me?
up, man? Hey, were you cold today at the game, man?
Nah, I mean, it wasn't too bad, I would say, especially as you're standing up the whole time. Well, not really cheering because not much to cheer about for the offense, but while the defense is on the field, I guess. But
hey, let me ask you a question, because
yeah,
I think you're the first one I've talked to that I can't remember if other people were at but you were at the game. Did they boo Mateer or the offense?
I
Both?
don't. I mean, I would say it was more towards the play calling and everything.
I
And
think
then
you were booing Mateer.
honestly, like I think if you're gonna call a timeout and you're not going to proceed to go for it, and then LSU, they also use a timeout. Like, to me, that's just really frustrating because why you're going to waste all that time to do that and have the mind that you're going to punt the ball. Like, and then on 4th and 1 to just have a horrible play called too, to run it right up the middle whenever LSU is their whole defense. That's where they're lined up at practically, and you're outnumbered.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
I don't.
the fans had to be on edge today. I mean, this is the first time, really. I mean, I'm trying to think back. You have a home game to clinch a playoff berth, basically.
Oh,
And to have that offensive performance going on, they weren't happy about it. I mean, you could
I
tell.
mean, Jay, I was booing the offense with everyone else too. It was very frustrating. I mean, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch. And what's crazy is John Mateer threw for over 300 yards of offense. Only the second time LSU's allowed that many yards. The only other QB they allowed that to was Trinidad Chambliss.
That's true. He threw for a lot
All
of
year
yards.
long.
I saw a stat
So,
today where they had the most yards they've had since Temple. Is that a true
yeah,
stat? Look that up. I
yeah,
think it's a true stat.
393 yards. Yeah.
It's just the
It was
turnovers were killing. They killed you, people.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, I mean, really, I think like the interception Mateer had across the middle of the field, that was just really a bad ball. I think John threw that. I think he threw it way too late. Like I
I
think
don't know
John
what
got
he was,
back
I
to
don't
it
know what he was
late.
doing,
And
Jackson.
then the jump ball to Giovanni Gibson, like you got to put air on that, allow him to even have a chance.
Yeah.
And hey, but I mean OU, they did push the ball down the field, and that's honestly what I feel like kind of probably I would say if you can I would say that's probably the strength of the offense with your is like if you're able to just really throw the ball deep up the seams, just because you have guys that are more speed. Hey, they got Jaron Kanek the ball some. Giovanni Gibson had himself his best game of the season, which was good to see. And then it's just this offense, for some reason, can't find consistent ways to stay out of their own way. And I think that at this point is probably the biggest issue that I know that I have, and I'm sure a lot of the viewers in the chat would agree too, is they find ways to mess it up at times when they don't need to mess it up. And then it's like they proceed to put together drives in the moments that they need to have drives the most. And to me, it's like this offense, they have the chance to step on other teams' throats, because if you get up by 14 points with how good OU is defensively,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard for another team to think that they're still in this game and have a chance to win.
Well, that's it. But you got to be
And
able to do that, and they haven't proven they can get out to the lead.
no, and then I just like you don't have any healthy backs. It got so bad today where you just see Jade not get snaps. Like OU, they're not
Yeah,
healthy at bag.
I
X is
didn't like
clearly
the
not healthy. Tory Blaylock went into the tent,
Yeah, I wonder,
apparently.
they haven't updated what his injury was. I haven't heard.
No, and I mean, I would just think that really over the course of this whole weekend, I even think Brent said it after the game that he's going to give them the week off. Like the young
Well,
guys might get
couple
to
days
do
off,
a practice.
couple days off.
Yeah, and hopefully you get guys healthy, and then maybe next week you're able to practice some, and then really just kind of see who you're going to end up playing. But it's really, I mean, the playoff and everything, Jay, just like you said, I don't think they should have conference championship games anymore at
I
all,
agree.
because
Do away with it.
just like you're right, a team like Texas Tech, man, if they lose, they probably aren't going to be in the playoff. And then also, uh, oh my gosh, sorry, Cam Coleman just lost Auburn the game. Fumbled the ball on a wide receiver screen. Alabama
Wide
won.
receiver screen. That's what they
Yep.
do.
Hey, Deion Burke scored on that, but Jay, it's really interesting to just kind of see, what's gonna. I mean, like you would think Oklahoma's gonna face Notre Dame. Is the Oklahoma? Are they gonna be
There's
the home
too
team?
much can happen still. I don't know. That would
Yeah,
be my prediction
and
right
and then also it's like if Texas A&M, if they lose, I mean,
now. Texas
2 months.
A&M doesn't play anymore.
Oh, that's right. So
They're gone.
you're right.
They're not in the
Well,
conference.
do you think Alabama? You think if they lose in the
Alabama's
SEC
going to play Georgia.
championship?
Alabama, Georgia.
But Alabama, if they don't win, do you think that they're done? Like, do you not think they're going to be in the playoff?
No, they're in the playoff now. They clinched tonight, in my opinion.
Okay.
You're going to take the SEC in an SEC championship game and throw them out of the playoff because they lose it? No way.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I
Now,
didn't
here's the
know
thing:
what you thought about it.
if they beat Georgia, they're passing OU.
Oh yeah.
OU won't
Yeah.
host it. That's a scenario where OU wouldn't host a home playoff game.
Wait. So then I can honestly potentially see an OU maybe go to like Ole Miss or Oregon. Then I
First
guess if it
round,
gets to yeah.
I don't think OU is going to fall to 10.
Oh, okay, wait, hold
I don't
on.
think Notre Dame's passing OU, man.
Well, yeah, I know, but if they were to move up, then that means OU
Ole
would
Miss isn't
drop
going
a
to be 10,
spot.
and Oregon's not going to be 10.
No, but I know, but I'm saying that OU would drop a spot to 9 because they're at 8 right now. Because the teams in front of them, Alabama would have to pass a team that's in front of them. It would drop
Yeah,
someone
I don't
else
know.
down, and
There's
it
so
would
much
drop
still to
OU
play out
down.
in the conference
Yeah,
championship.
it's insane to think, but
Notre
Jay.
Dame's up 20-0.
OU, man, they're going to be in the playoff. The defense continues to make plays. I didn't feel like Oklahoma played that great of a football game. I don't know who said it at the start, maybe Greg or whatever. The Oklahoma, they came out flat and really just not a very inspiring performance, but they found a way to win, and that's all that matters. And you're on to the playoff chance to get healthy. Hopefully, you're able to strip some things down on offense, find some things that work successfully, and yeah, and hey, with this team, how they've found ways to win, I would not count them out in any game.
Well, I wouldn't count them out, but you also can't count them to mean, with offense, you can't count them to do a win.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That's
You're
absolutely
in
true.
every game, but you're also in every game. If you're playing
Yeah.
a group, like
Yeah.
if they go play group of 5 Tulane, it'd probably be a game would be a fourth quarter game with this offense right now. The way it's playing.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Jackson, get some rest, bro.
All right, later.
Yeah. We have Mr. True Sooner on the line.
What's going on?
What's on your mind tonight?
So I was watching the games,
Turn your
and I'm just, again, everybody has their own opinion about what the SEC is. Not me. I got my own straight mindset, and it's going to stay that way until proven otherwise. I want to see what the SEC does in the playoffs. I think these teams. Hold up before you interrupt.
Well, I can't ever talk when you're on there. You won't.
Well, because you interrupt me all the time.
Because you go for 10
But
minutes.
go ahead. Let's change it. Ask me your questions. So you can talk all you want. Ask me your questions.
Here's my question, True. Like OU is 10-2, but it seems
No.
like
I want no. Okay. Go ahead. I wanted to talk about the SEC, but you go ahead.
Talk about the SEC.
I think they're very average this year.
Based on what?
What I see is I don't see any great teams in that league. I see teams that have certain things. Alabama has a passing game. Well, they brought that passing game from the Washington Huskies. So I don't consider them Alabama anymore. I consider them the Alabama Huskies. They have a Washington Husky offense that they brought along with them. That's their identity. It's not Nick Saban's Alabama. So let's get them out of the way. As far as Tennessee is concerned.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Tennessee. Georgia. How's Georgia?
Well, Georgia has their coach. That's what they're about. But they're all offensively. Huh?
Did they win stuff every year? What do you mean they have their coach?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have their coach's identity. Now,
they have the whole roster. It's a good roster.
Well, they have a good roster. That roster didn't help them last year, did it? Who they get beat by in the playoffs last year?
Notre Dame.
Okay. Was that Notre Dame? Was that Notre Dame team really good? No. But they exposed Georgia for what they were, and I guarantee you, Georgia will find themselves in the playoffs again, and they'll be exposed again. Now,
who do you got in the championship game? Let me ask you that.
I gotta see who's in the. I gotta focus. I don't know yet.
Come on, what can you pick?
I mean, it would be an easy pick. Would say Ohio State. Let's put it that way. That would be an easy pick.
I agree. Ohio State's the best team. I agree.
Well, their best money can buy. Yes, they've paid a lot of money for where they're at. Good for them.
They're the
good for them.
Who do you think they're going to play in the championship?
I don't know. Again, I have to see all the teams in there. I guarantee you, though, if Texas gets in, they're going to play. They're going to go far.
Not getting in. They can't.
If they get in, they're going to go far.
You can't get in, Drew.
Yeah, you might be right.
It's impossible. They have 3 losses.
Yes, they do. And they only got themselves to blame, sadly.
I agree with you. And hey, I agree with you on Ohio State. Ohio State's the best team.
Now, I don't have any love for Ohio State at all.
Well, no,
I mean, I don't believe in making teams like that, like they've made. But that's just the NIL era.
True. Why would a Michigan fan like Ohio State?
Number one, I've always been an Oklahoma and a Michigan fan.
Well,
so let's get that out. Let's get that out the way. But
you're a Michigan fan more though.
Well, now I am, because I'm just not a big I'm not a big BV guy. I was never Oklahoma. I was never Michigan over Oklahoma until BV got there. And I said
Michigan.
Huh?
I don't know if Sharon Moore's the higher either for Michigan.
No, well, it's a proving game, and it's a proving game, and sadly, the proving will have to start against Oklahoma next year. I don't want it to happen that way, but if it comes down to Sharon Moore having his job or beating Oklahoma, then I think Oklahoma's going to have to fall in that game.
Well, I'm just happy. OU's 10-2. Nobody thought they could do it. They're 10-2.
Very true. But that was before the season. Everybody looked at the schedule and said, "Whoa!" But now I'm looking at the schedule now, and I'm saying, "Man, I'm just not seeing. I'm not seeing the. A win's a win. A win's a win's a win's a win. But the SEC, it's not. The wins don't look as good as they did early before the year."
Hey, True, one last thing before I let you go here.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get you off here. Whatever you want to say about the SEC, it doesn't matter. There's 12 teams that make the playoff, and the SEC is probably going to have 5. So
True.
it's not half the playoff. So
and the playoffs will be the proving ground. Hopefully none of the SEC teams will have to play each other. I don't want that. That's a weak sauce. The playoffs should make the SEC teams play other programs to get ahead. We'll see what the SEC is about if they do it that way. If they pit each other against each other, it proves nothing.
Yeah, you're right. We'll find out. It's a good point. Hey, thanks, True. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Let's get to the next one. Next caller on the line. Germ, is that you?
I've been hanging out. I've been hanging out in the back room listening to all these callers, man.
Oh, I couldn't tell
It's
by
okay.
the. What's up?
Not much.
Are you back or what?
Not yet.
Oh, hey, Alabama wins. Rhett Lashley about to fight somebody.
Hey, Jay, I heard that they went for it on 4th and 2. DeBoer did.
Bama did, yeah.
Ty Simpson won the game with 122 yards passing. Hey, one thing this does for Sooner fans, you need to watch out because if Bama beats Georgia, OU's definitely on the road probably.
Correct. OU would be on the road. Correct. That's right. And very well could be going, well, at that point, if Bama wins, here, let's talk about this for a second. If Bama wins the SEC championship, I don't think Georgia falls below OU. I saw somebody put in the chat. I think OU would fall to 9. I think Notre Dame would be 10. I think 8. Oregon? Could it be at Oregon?
Oregon's not going to be as low as 8, Jay.
No, it could be at A&M. It'd be at A&M maybe. Right?
God, I hate SEC matchup first round. But, hey, if Georgia beats Bama, there's no concern. You got to be rooting for the Georgia Bulldogs. Hey, and I saw ESPN posted something, Jay. Lane Kiffin expected to be LSU's next head coach, but they're waiting to see if Ole Miss is going to be in the SEC title game next week.
Yeah, they're not going to let him coach in the playoff game.
But they would have in the SEC title game.
What if Ole Miss is 8?
How would they drop, Jay? They won.
Lane's not going to be the coach. I could see the committee dropping him.
That's a disservice. You're talking about disservice, Jay. So out of the teams that are in the top 12 right now, I mean, who's getting left out? Vandy's done. Vandy can't make it.
Let me break it simple down for you. The first 9, they're all going. That's Ohio State, Indiana,
all
Georgia,
the way to Notre Dame. All the way to Notre Dame.
Let me go. Texas A&M, Oregon, OU, Alabama, Notre Dame. I left one team out. Ole Miss. Those 9 are locks not locks, but those people are in right now. 11 and 12, group of 5 in the ACC. That means they're one spot. And I said Tech too, didn't I? The only scenario right now that could happen is if BYU beats Tech. If that happens, to me, either Tech or Notre Dame are left out. I think everything else is pretty much set, is it not?
I would agree, Jay. So you're waiting on the.
There's only one chaos that can happen now next week, and that's Tech lose in the Big 12 championship game.
Losing. Correct.
And there's people that said if Alabama loses to Georgia, they're out. I don't see that. I think that's no way.
Who would go in over him? Texas?
What? No. If BYU beats Tech.
Oh, you're saying 2 Big 12.
Yes.
That's
the only scenario that's going to ruin some stuff. Personally,
Is that,
I think if that happens, Tech gets left out.
I think they should, but I don't think they will, Jay.
Here's the thing.
They would take a 2-loss team out before they take Tech out.
Tech would have 2 losses.
They don't count that.
Okay, then you're saying Notre Dame gets left out, or are you saying
Possibly.
OU gets left out?
Notre Dame, possibly.
Here's what you got to watch. If they make Notre Dame jump OU this week, I will lose my mind.
Oh, it's going to happen, Jay.
No, it's not. It's surely not.
It shouldn't.
So
it is.
It shouldn't happen.
But Miami has an argument ahead of Notre Dame, Jay.
I agree. I just there's no way OU's getting left out with their resume. I just don't see how it can happen.
Jay, they can't.
Yeah.
Now, Jay, there's a college football playoff thing Tuesday, and then Sunday's the final one. So we're going to know Tuesday kind of what this weekend meant.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Notre Dame doesn't pass OU Tuesday, they're not passing them forever. I mean, it can't happen.
Correct.
Here's the scenarios. Jim, I disagree, man. I disagree. You're not – go look at Tech's strength of schedule and everything. They haven't beaten – they haven't played anybody. Utah and BYU. Come on. Like, you're going to take a 10-2 team and the only team in the whole conference of the SEC to beat Bama? They're not going to go?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Notre Dame would be on the outside. Look at Notre Dame has not – Jeremy, their best win is USC, is it not?
No, you're right, Jay. It is. It's their best win. And did USC win tonight?
Yeah, they won 26-10. That's their best win, though. Come on.
Correct.
Like, what are we doing if they jump a 10-2 Oklahoma when their best win is over USC?
I agree, Jay.
I mean, what are we doing here? Yeah, they lost to Arizona State. I mean, if they lose to Arizona State and BYU, I mean, what are we doing?
You're right, Jay.
Here's what it comes down to. If Alabama loses to Georgia, then I think OU is going to be 8, and I think Notre Dame's going to be 9. And I think that's the matchup you get. If Alabama beats Georgia, I think OU may go to 9. And I would guess Notre Dame goes to 10.
Which means their first round may be at Bama.
No, I think Bama jumps higher. I think they would jump. It's going to be interesting. I don't think the committee wants a rematch to start the playoffs. I don't think they do.
Man, I want a home playoff game badly.
Yeah, that would be nice. Now, Steelerman's got an interesting idea, and I'm actually not disagreeing with it. He said they should just wait till Sunday to release it. But that kind of the reasoning is if they don't release it Tuesday, they could really move some things around that Sunday.
Yeah, I like that it's released Tuesday because there's not a lot that can change at that point.
Wow, Cal won. So, guys, if Duke wins next week, ACC is not getting a team in. They're not.
And then something has to change, Jay. To get 2 group of 5s over this is horrible.
Would that be a scenario where they try to get Miami in over Notre Dame just to get an ACC team in?
Probably. But Jay, they may try to get Miami over 5 SEC schools.
No, they're not. Over who, Germ? Who?
Jay, last year they only took 4 SEC.
Germ, who would you put Miami over? Alabama or OU?
I don't know who. Depends on Alabama's.
Jeremy, what's Miami's best win?
Notre Dame.
Where are they ranked?
9.
Yeah, what's OU's best win? Over Alabama, who's playing the SEC championship game, and over other teams that are ranked? Notre Dame does not have another – I mean, Miami doesn't have another win other than that.
Plus, OU won at Bama. Miami won at home.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why we're even debating it.
Because they're going to debate it, Jay. That's what's going to happen. They're going to debate. They're going to do all this crap. It's a joke. The committee's a joke, Jason. When have you learned this?
Well, the guy running it right now is a joke. I'll tell you that right now. Not
the
not
whole
a fan.
thing's a joke. The whole thing's a
Hunter,
joke.
your chick. Yeah. Yeah. So ACT, by the way, Mangum, ACT is not guaranteed a team in. They don't have to. Right now, Duke is ranked below James Madison and
But
Tulane.
Virginia's not.
But if Virginia wins, yes, Jeremy, you're right. But if Duke wins, no, they don't get one in, I don't think.
So
They're left
2 of
out.
the 12 teams would be James Madison and Tulane.
Correct.
That's terrible.
That would be terrible, dude. And you would have the 5 and the 6 seed basically getting home game against Tulane and James Madison.
Now, Jay, what if Tulane loses their conference championship?
I don't know who they're playing. Are they playing Navy?
I have no idea, Jay. I don't follow the American.
Well, I think they're playing Navy, maybe Navy. It might be North Texas. I think they're playing North Texas, maybe. Which North Texas is probably ranked above Duke as well. Duke has 5 losses, guys, 7-5.
It's not fair. It's not fair at all. It's a travesty.
Yeah, it's not good. But here's what we know. We've been talking too much about this, but OU's 10-2, baby. OU looks like they'll be in the playoff, 10-2. You got to love it. The SEC championship game is set. Bama versus Georgia again. Bama's owned them. They have owned them. You know Georgia wants to make that right. They've owned Bama. And, yeah, Corks, I did see this as well. They're not leaving OU out. They have the best resume of 10-2 teams. So, Nick Saban said this morning he kind of thought Bama needs to win out, including the SEC championship game. So, who knows? I think it's
they didn't look dominant tonight, Jay. They didn't look
Daniel.
dominant.
I think Daniel said earlier, happy birthday. I think Daniel, maybe it might be his birthday. If it is, happy birthday, Daniel. He says, need to get Cam Coleman's NIL deal ready. Work on that, Daniel. Please do.
Although Jay, apparently
please sign it.
Apparently he had a costly fumble tonight at the very end.
He did. He should have just ran out of bounds, and he tried to get more yards. And so, hey, man, been fun as always. Hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. We appreciate it. It's been a good day. OU wins 10-2. What a month of November, Germ. Close it out going undefeated at 6-2. They win the next 4. Here they sit at 10-2. Can't wait, man. See what's next for this team. Can't wait. Appreciate everybody joining us. Everybody, we'll have a video tomorrow. We'll obviously be on a live show, so stay tuned. Turn on your notifications. We'll talk to everybody tomorrow. See you later. Hit the like.